Hi, my name's Jeremy Broun, and this is a short end of year 2017 message to my subscribers and anyone viewing for the first time. The year has absolutely raced by, and that's because I've been very busy, and I've shared with you quite a lot of quite diverse projects on my channel. And you know, I'm grateful to my subscribers because this channel has allowed me to be myself and not to conform to a narrow notion of what woodworking is supposed to be, or indeed what a YouTube channel should be. Now, some of my videos this year have been deliberately provocative, such as why I'm a better craftsman than Chippendale. And to the ignorant, there have been comments like, oh, this is just clickbait, and they haven't actually bothered to watch the content. So a lot of thought does go into these videos, and of course the editing does take a long time. But you know, I've been really pleased to share some of my unique documentaries, craft documentaries, such as the one on my musician and woodworker friend Andrew Lawton. And this has been received well, so I hope in 2018 to upload some more craft documentaries. Just demonstrates what an amazing platform YouTube is. You know, as a kid I was branded as posh at school because I spoke without an accent, and yet I had to adopt an accent to survive in the school playground. And yet when I got back home, my father punished me for not speaking properly. And you know, these scars run deep. He never let me use his workshop for fear of ruining his tools, and he banned me from learning the guitar. So repression and anger can be positive motivators, and I experienced true freedom to be my own person when my father died when I was 17 years old. Now, if you follow my channel, much of it is about thinking outside the box, letting go, seeing what happens, taking risks, but calculated risks, and above all, being your own person. But you know, being your own person is something I think the current younger generation, in fact a couple of generations, really struggle with, such as the staggering conformity today and brainwashing, even in our universities. So, you know, working wood is a therapy. It frees the mind if you will let go. I mean, you just have to smell wood and you enter into a completely magical world. I am so grateful to have my talents in my hands and in my head creatively. I mean, you never ever get bored. Now, I just mentioned university, and I was invited to spend Christmas Day with a friend, and amongst her friends were some pretty bright and clever people, ex-Oxford University, an airline pilot, and they wiped the floor with me over these general knowledge Christmas word games. So I got my own back and I played a Guess the Timber game and prepared all these samples of wood, about 24 of them. And I numbered them and then asked them to identify the woods. Now, the highest score was 4 timbers, and all the timbers were what I would call common timbers: oak, ash, elm, yew, larch, rosewood, and some acquired from my teaching abroad, such as Finnish spruce. So it's amazing there is such ignorance about wood. In fact, that there's virtually no wood culture, and yet everybody's an expert on wines and, you know, celebrity chefs. So I'm going to devote 2018 to the year of the tree. Now, my big current project is a video integrated online publication called Acoustic Guitar Easy Build, and this is where we're at, and it's supposed to be completed by the end of 2017. It's a massive project, because to make something easy is actually very difficult. To devise the jigs, which I'm doing as I go along. I'm using unconventional materials. Well, I've used spruce, which is the traditional material for the top, but I've used a very thin aircraft plywood for for the sides, and I've used pine for the neck, and it all uses standard material. Like the neck is laminated up out of standard sections. So, wow. But I mean, the thing is that making your own guitar, and one that you play, is a dream for many musicians. But my theory is that if you're skilled enough to use your hands and brain to play complex chords, and there are many very, very good guitarists out there, then I can teach you in a video integrated ebook how to make one using really basic tools and my simplified methods. For instance, I haven't used a hand plane to reduce the thickness of the face down to just under 3mm. So my methods are radical. Well, I'd love to spend more time in 2018 playing the guitar, and I stole a few opportunities this year to play and to make music. So to end with, here is a composition of mine that fuses technology with raw acoustics in the same way that creative woodworking embraces hand tools and machines, you know, old and new ways of doing things. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I was sent this dust mask the other day, and you know, I've tried virtually every dust mask on this planet, and this is the only one to date that stops my glasses from steaming up. Well, please tune in 2018. I hope it's a good one for you, and thanks for watching.